What is going on? We are back in black in the building. Shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation doing what they got to do to survive. Man. Shout out to everybody in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada. High ass power bills and all this other bullshit. Playing games and shit. Shout out to my siblings, everybody out there. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Shawnee. Philly in the building. Shout out to the homegirl Erica. Florida, aka Florida in the building. Shout out to James Youngblood. Texas in the building. Dave for No Compromise. Georgia in the building. The homegirl Melina from North Carolina, aka North Kakalaka. Special shout out to her. All the flooding and shit that's going on. But TV ratings and lies. Let's get it. Oh man, you know I hated to talk about it, but we had to. It's not about to be nothing but TV ratings and lies. Y'all have to understand, man. Let's get into it real quick as we discuss some things. TV ratings and lies. The reason why I said TV ratings and lies, they need the TV ratings to go up because everybody's just streaming now. Nobody's really watching regular TV. In case y'all noticed, AT&T does not own DirecTV anymore. They're selling off their 70% stake. And you're like, well, why are you talking about this? You need to just listen to where I'm going. Who has ever had DirecTV, there is a loyalty department that's calling previous customers like, hey, we're not with AT&T. I got a call about 6 months ago. Basically, hey, we're not with AT&T anymore. This is what they was doing. Check out what AT&T was doing. When AT&T bought DirecTV, you can literally go on the AT&T website and pay your DirecTV bill. Well, guess what? Since they were on two different operating systems, DirecTV would still be like, oh, you delinquent. No, nigga, I paid y'all. Who'd you pay? I paid AT&T. Oh, well, they didn't transfer it over. Do you have a confirmation? Yeah. My confirmation is when they took it out of my motherfucking bank account, right? So this is what I was thinking. Before I got rid of DirecTV, I was thinking that. I just was like, they playing games. But DirecTV be playing games too. You get on the phone with a motherfucker from DirecTV and they tell you your bill gonna be this, that. I said, look, I'm not trying to pay over $70 for no TV. I don't even really watch TV like that. This is before I really started streaming. These motherfuckers like, yeah, no problem. You know, the yeah bullshit. So they hit me with that, and then once they hit me with the yeah, the next bill I get is $140. Man, I called their asses and canceled that shit right away. I said, and y'all need to play their calls back because these calls are recorded, and I want my motherfucking money. So y'all better credit my account because I'm not paying y'all shit. Y'all run all these tactics. Y'all shit is all messed up. You done got bought up by AT&T because AT&T and all these other companies want to be greedy. They don't know what they're getting themselves into. AT&T, stick to phones. Stick to phones. Just stick to making the phones. Man. So, you know, you have that, and then you have the line on the back end, and they know people ain't watching TV. Why do you think DirecTV, AT&T is selling their 70% stake in DirecTV? Because ain't nobody watching no DirecTV. Oh, well, they got the NFL League Pass. Who gives a fuck? You're not gonna watch all those games anyway. You can just stream them. Everybody's streaming. Y'all late. And you're like, well, why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about this? Because nobody's watching TV, so they need the hype. They need people. See, the P. Diddy is one thing, but see, P. Diddy, you just gonna go to the internet and look up the articles. You're not gonna turn on the TV and look at what they saying about P. Diddy. You just go to the articles on the internet. But with this debate, with this vice presidential debate, they know people gonna turn into live TV and watch it because they need these ratings to go up. That's why AT&T selling their 70% stake. And then you got DirecTV, who is merging with Dish Network. Ain't nobody watching TV like that. You know why ain't nobody watching TV? Because y'all been fucking people over for years. Charging all these goddamn amounts. Cox Cable, DirecTV, y'all motherfuckers are the same. Your time is up. As the Merovingian told Neo, Trinity, and Morpheus, You tell the fortune teller her time is almost up. And basically, no, ain't nobody doing that. And now they want everybody to be glued to the TV screen to watch two motherfucking dominant society people lie to the American people about what they ain't gonna do for people. And I'm just over it. I'm tired of watching it. I'm tired, you know what I mean? Like I said, hey man, if you already want to vote for Kamala, go do that. Most people that's vote for Kamala, they ain't read Black Larry White Wealth or Powernomics. They don't even know who Dr. Claude Anderson is, and they don't care to know because they think they're doing the right thing because that's what their parents have told them. This is what I always say to anybody. Well then, why don't you go to work for free then? Because that's basically what you're doing when you're casting your vote. You're casting your vote with nothing in return. So good luck. You know, and James Youngblood, I heard exactly what you're saying. We do need to do a live. I'm gonna start getting on live. I'm gonna do a test run and get on live and, you know, say about 5 minutes worth of bullshit. But man, you just get to that point where you like, I believe that certain people just want the blue pill smoothie. They want to put the blue pill in the cheesecake, take that, or put it in they McFlurry, or put it in their Blizzard at Sonic. They just want to put the blue pill somewhere and swallow it and just wake up and go. Everybody want to be like Cypher. And then when you be like, hey man, you know there's a better way. Don't nobody want to read, but they just tell you no. That's why everybody's coming to attack anybody. Just like I spoke about with D.L. Hughley and Janet Jackson. Like, nigga, you don't even know what's going on. Then I saw this thing that Tariq posted, which I didn't even know, that Kamala, aka Kamala, was the main prosecutorial fucking attorney trying to prosecute Michael Jackson doing the goddamn pedophile shit that they was setting up. What a sucker motherfucker. Janet Jackson is being nice. I would have came out and been like, no, I'm not supporting her. Would y'all support her if she prosecuted your brother? And you knew your brother was innocent? Man. And then motherfuckers be like, well, she black. Okay, well, Rachel Dolezal went to a goddamn, oh, she black, she went to HBCU. Well, so did Rachel Dolezal. What the fuck does that got to do with anything? You know what's gonna happen? When black folk really get their asses kicked, for real. I'm talking about like when you wake up and ain't nothing but immigrants you report to at your corporate plantation. Then you gonna want to blame the white man instead of looking at yourself and being like, damn dog, like I gotta get more educated and I gotta wake up. Because you go to these corporate plantations, let me tell you something, they ain't got nothing, they put an immigrant over you in a minute. They don't give a fuck about you. They will give an immigrant your job. That's why a lot of these immigrants are so arrogant, but they not no more because foundational black Americans, native blacks, as Dr. Claude Anderson calls it, we done woke up. We have awakened. No. And no, I'm not explaining to no other racial group about anti-black racism or racist and white supremacy. Just get the fuck away from me. Sorry. That is not my job to go around there explaining to people what anti-black racism is. People know what that shit is by now. Everything is on the internet. You know what it is. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. And until we wake up and understand what the fuck is going on, this shit is going to still be happening. So I'm not about to tune into that debate. I already watched Donald Trump destroy Kamala Harris as they were aiding and abetting her during that debate because she's not a great speaker and she's a moron when it comes to, in my personal opinion, explaining her point. Like, dog, get to it. I can see if you're trying to make a correlation effect, but damn. You can't really make a correlation effect because you were a shitty ass attorney general in California. You treated people fucked up out there. You locked up a whole bunch of niggas. I don't need to talk about nothing else. No, I don't want the lesser of the two evils. And no, I'm not a Donald Trump supporter, but I ain't mad at black people to go vote for Trump. I'm not mad at him. Why you not mad at him, Warren? Because some got to change. And I'm sick of people talking about, oh, well, such died to vote. Okay, good. They died to vote, but they're misinformed. You don't just vote for nothing. But most people ain't read Black Larry White Wealth or Powernomics. So if you ain't read those books, you wouldn't understand what's going on either. There's a book called Vote Scam too. They got too many books. Go read The Matrix of Power by Jordan Maxwell, how he was talking about it's a farce. Everything comes from black people. All religions, all that shit. Jordan Maxwell was like, all religions, when I mean all religions, it come from black people. Man, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. So I don't need nobody to tell me that. That's why all those fucking Puerto Ricans and shit was trying to sabotage Tariq Nasheed's microphone check. And now you got, and shout out to Lord Jamar, Godbody, 5% Nation. He called they asses out. He was just like, all right, well, come on, Busta Rhymes. Come on, Fat Joe. I challenge y'all. Let's have a conversation. Them niggas don't want to have a conversation because there is somebody behind them funding them to say that bullshit. Because Fat Joe was never that popular in the 90s at all. Never that popular. Even in the early 2000s, he wasn't this popular. Now every time you look up, he's speaking for black people. He's hosting the BET Awards. Man, stop, Fat Joe. You know what the fuck you doing. Busta Rhymes too. But now people starting to awaken and looking at Busta Rhymes too. Oh, and another thing I wanted to get on. That punk ass Shine Barrows from Belize. I'm glad they deported your punk ass back to Belize, that shitty ass country. I'm glad. See, motherfuckers want to get over here and cosplay as foundational black Americans, and then when that shit no longer serves them, they go back to their homeland and then they want to speak proper and act like they ain't never said the word nigga and all this other. Shine, I had a different type of respect for you. Now, let's be clear, Diddy ruined my life. Nigga, stop with that bullshit. And anybody can be a politician in Belize. Belize, to me, in my personal opinion, if Belize was such a great country, then why are all the Belizeans in the United States of America incorporated? Why don't y'all stay there? So I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm so sick of people talking about how good their country is. It's so good. Then go back there. I work with a dude from Cameroon. His people's is in the NFL. I didn't like him then, I don't like him now. Shit. He thought he's better than everybody. I was like, well, why? I even told him, I was like, well, why don't you go back to Cameroon? Oh, I'm just working. Right. Ain't nothing but a musty tether. And when I mean, look, this is the type of shit that motherfuckers do. These tethers and these immigrants too. I'm just gonna get on that real quick. Motherfucker come with you and try to be cool with you. Hey, my nigga, and all this other shit. And then as soon as white people come around, they try to, distinguish themselves as somebody of some significance. Let me tell you, when I worked at the Corp Plantation with this Cameroon musty motherfucker, smelling like motor oil. He would get around them and act like he didn't know a nigga. I used to be laughing because let me tell you what the dominant society do. They'll come right to me and be like, oh my God, he smells awful. Somebody should really tell him that he needs to put deodorant on or something. And you know what I would say? Why don't y'all tell him? Because I'm not telling him shit. Because I'm not Cameroon. I would say that shit quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then they would get the fuck away from me. Nope. I'm not finna smile with you because I don't care, and I'm not finna smile with him because I don't give a fuck about what the fuck he got going on either. After I read that Powernomics and read that Black Labor White Wealth, I was like, man, fuck that shit. If you're not foundational Black American, I don't got shit to say to you. I'm just saying, I just don't. And not in a bad way, but like, nah, dog, like this is about empowering myself, raising my vibration, and understanding what the fuck is going on. And I got that book, Vote Scam, from Professor Griff. Because I'm a big fan of Professor Griff, and I'll be listening to his podcast. He be having me rolling, and he be saying real shit. So, you know what I mean? Like, man, like a lot of people, man, don't get into no conversations with these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers don't read shit. All these motherfuckers do is go off what somebody told them and go off the internet or go off TV. When a person be talking that Democrat and that Republican shit, I'd be like, oh, Republican, right? He'd be like, yeah. I'm like, so what got you into that? Very few black folks would be like, man, I'm very conservative in my way of thinking, how I spend my money. I'm a business owner. I get it. I'm just talking about these motherfuckers that be like, oh, well, Democrat, the Republicans is racist. Sounding like Gene Deal, I'm like, oh, they racist? But what about the Democrats, though? They're not racist? No, they for us. With Obama, I said, so Joe Biden was for us then. Yeah, then you bring up the 94 crime bill, and these motherfuckers get selective memory, like they belong in memory care. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. That's why I don't need to watch this debate tonight. I know what the fuck is going on. And if you're smart, you'd understand it too. And Shine Barrow's lucky, because if I ever met him, I'd be like, you're the reason why y'all belong in y'all country and y'all shouldn't be allowed to come here. Because you made your money, your wealth off of a foundational Black American. So if you did a 10-year bid, oh well, that's what you get. You didn't belong here anyway. You should have been in Belize. Why didn't you do that in Belize? Busta Rhymes, why didn't you do that in Jamaica? And you talking this God body shit, that's a foundational Black American cultural religion. The fuck you mean? Because if it was a Jamaican thing or everybody else thing, then why the fuck wasn't God bodies invented, or that religious purpose and walk of life wasn't invented in Jamaica? So I don't want to hear none of that shit. Motherfuckers, like when we talk about this Nigerian shit and all that shit, then go your ass back to Nigeria. Man. Issa Rae, for one. You come here, you grow up in Inglewood, you grasp and suck up all the knowledge of our culture, and then you get on TV talking about I'm Nigerian. Well, the culture you're replicating on Insecure is not Nigerian culture. That's foundational Black American culture. When's the last time you went to Nigeria, you seen some Inglewood family bloods? Man, stop. Like, you get sick of that shit. That's why these motherfuckers don't last long. And that's why now we kicking them out of our culture. I be looking at them upside their heads. I remember one time some African dudes that played in this adult basketball league where I worked at this rec. And these motherfuckers was telling us, they was like, man, them Africans, they don't fuck with Black people out here. He was like, we were told that when we came here. Don't fuck with Black people. They game bakers, they this, they that. Yep, I'll never forget that shit. He was like, and I was just like, man, what? And then he was like, and then you get around Black Americans and they like cool as a motherfucker. He was like, I'm telling you, this dude was like, man, when I came here, I had a fucked up haircut, I dressed fucked up, all that shit. You know, you get around Black Americans, they give you style, take you to a black barber, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. We are the culture. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. And no, I don't need to watch this. It ain't nothing but TV ratings and lies. Nobody's finna tell you what the fuck it is. See, I missed the Trump from 2016. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't care. He said what he meant. See, now they kind of controlling what he say, and I don't like that. Say what you say what you mean and mean what you say. You're gonna get more votes that way at this point. Cause what's the point, man? You go to work, you report to a goddamn immigrant that can barely even speak English, but they looking at you upside your head with the "I'm you lazy" type shit. Nigga, you here. The fuck you mean I'm lazy? Well, like I said, when you read Never Caught: The Untold Story of Una Judge, you don't hear nobody in that book mentioning no immigrants. They was mentioning Black American people. Stop with the bullshit. The only book I read where that motherfucker wasn't Black American was Jeremiah Hamilton, and he was from Haiti. He was a Haitian, and you know he was running game on the motherfuckers at the stock market. Very good book, but other than that, no. I don't want to hear none of that sucker shit. Y'all can watch it, but it's gonna be the same thing, nothing but lies. Ain't nobody promise. You know what's so cold? You know who suffered? Black folk. Because we got all this in-house fighting. Every time you question Kamala and them, motherfuckers be like, oh, I'm voting. I just be laughing like, oh my God. It's funny to me now. I don't get upset. I just be laughing. Because I just be like, wow, so many people are bereft of knowledge. Your vote is leverage. That's why it's like, damn, you ain't never heard of Dr. Claude Anderson? But I'm not, look, let me tell you something. I'm going to give you the information and then I'm going to get the fuck on. I'm not here to try to convince nobody or nothing. I'm not here to go back and forth. I don't even want to vibrate that low in my mind, because what's the point? Do what you do. You want to vote for it, go vote for it. We vote for Obama twice. What the fuck that nigga do? Nothing. Like the Nori song. What you gonna do? Nothing. So, do what you do, man. Guilty, nigga. I'm out. Peace.